You're good. That's us.
I should move this tent. Should have moved this tent out. Oh, let me move this tent.
Mm-hmm. You want this out too, or?
What's going on, everybody? We are Father and Sons Trimming Tutorials.
We're here, not in the garden.
Back.
Well, I guess we are, aren't we?
Yeah, well, technically, yeah. Yeah.
Good evening to everyone.
Those are a lot since last night.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
They really have. So, and you know, this one here, you might take this small one and put it, over here. That one there,
Yeah.
move it over here and move one of the others over there.
This is the Agent Orange.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. Swap
Yeah,
that
get it
one
right
for
up
the-
underneath there. And
to the middle.
yeah, I wouldn't be trimming them too tight or taking anything off them for a while.
We'll just
Clean them up, maybe, if they got some bad leaves or something.
maybe
The crow's feet or something.
maybe just wanted to take
The single
take
fingers
the bottom
and
crow's
down.
feet so they're not in the dirt.
Those, yeah. But yeah,
I don't like it being in the dirt. I like how that one's up off.
yeah.
So yeah, let's see. I'm gonna take this. There. Yeah, orange.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Very good.
Hell yeah.
If you really wanted to put, and that's a couple more plants, or you can put a board across here. Leave a space so that air between them
Yeah,
moves. But yeah, you could set a couple more in here if you wanted.
not too worried about it.
But that'd make your little tent reflector a little shorter.
Right, yeah, it would. It would.
Oh,
Mike, Cowball, what's going on?
Cowball,
Happy
yeah.
Friday. Hey guys, Oklahoma.
StreamYard even.
Nice, Oklahoma. Previously lived in Missouri. Wow.
Very
I
good.
used to talk to y'all last year. Don't know if you remember. Yeah, we get a lot of people, but
We got cousins
it
in
does
Missouri.
sound familiar, my friend. We're going to trade some beans.
Sergio, good evening. And Glenn, hello all.
Well, shoot us an email, Father and Sons Trimming Tutorials @gmail.com. Maybe we can get back on track of that. I don't know. Maybe we got sidetracked or something. I don't know. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Good
Let's see how they
evening,
go, yeah.
Sergio and Glenn. What is up? Yeah. Have a chat. Let's see. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, we're about to get all that Agent Orange out of the bags and stuff and out of the grow room so we can go ahead and see about hanging the light and putting the board up. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, there's still a couple sheets of that.
Yeah, we left a couple so we'd
Stuff,
have
wasn't
it for that.
I thought we did.
Yeah.
There we go.
So what are you going to do with that fan?
That's my exterior fan.
Your extra?
The exterior fan.
Oh,
That blows out. So
And you're going to use the other one for intake?
perhaps.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if not, I could use them to pull air in and out across the deck over at my place.
You just have to figure out where to put it.
Yeah.
Where to put it.
So yeah, I'm just going to build a box between the frames of the wall there, build a thing there and mount it so that it can be just blow right onto the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do it on the back wall because that's the wood stacked right back there.
Yeah. Well, any exterior, I mean, down here or something like that. Even on the doors, you can.
Yeah.
But then you're only going to be, it got this thing on the door. It's only going to go so far open. So
Right.
yeah.
Glenn got your new job. Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Let's see.
Double M Despo, good evening.
Do they drug test? Did you have to quit smoking for a while?
Yeah. Some places are really sticklers about that, especially if you're driving or something.
Double Despo. Cheers, my friend.
Hmm.
Might get off track for a while on my main addiction, but clean off that now. 15 months. Very nice. Glad to see you're back on the right track. Now I'm back in the mental state. Age tap. What's going on?
I bet I tell you, the Pocket C's been doing a good job, keeping things going and stuff, and I got them in the right idea of not, when, whatever's hanging, just clip the buds off, except for when you get down to the end, take the shade leaves out, so he doesn't have to worry about what's up here, so he's got that down pretty good. So now he's going to attack the Agent Orange bags, and they're pretty shaky.
Pretty shaky.
But yeah, no, he's got it down pretty good. We've got all the Acapulco Gold and stuff over at the house. We're gonna dry them. Take them over there and dry them out in the bags there for a day or two and see how they get, if they can get that dampness that they always seem to have over there.
Yeah.
Because of the
always
because of the
moisture in the air
propane heater.
over there.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Here in a while, I want to see if y'all can get some of those Gnome Candy beans. Yes, you can. We also have other strains. I think we have like 6 or 7 strains right now.
not near what we was hoping.
The
but,
link and the list of strains that are available are in the description below.
Yeah.
So swing on over. And remember, guys, hit that like button for us. Let us know you're here.
Yeah.
I think I found 4 mother of all cherry seeds the other day, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Nice. Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased the way people have really taken to and enjoy the Gnome Candy. Man, Brother Deer, we did it. We got lucky.
It's amazing.
Chris Brandon.
Cheers, my friend.
Yes, it has been.
It's been a while, yeah, huh? Haven't seen your name pop up in quite a while. Drug test. Smoking during the interview. Was it to a dispensary?
Yeah.
Get a job at a dispensary?
Yeah.
Yes. Piece of that.
I found chain stuff to finish that, the necklace and stuff I'm doing for Aurelia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope she likes blue.
Let's see.
Because a lot of it's going to be blue, and the only thing that's really red is the little geodes that I got hanging down in front.
All right, guys. These are the first 5 are the Platinum OG Mac Cross Lemon Tree.
Cool.
So far, so good. Got some nice inner growth going on. I noticed a couple of these had like slight mutations, like this one. This third one here.
When they're first starting out,
they usually grow out of it.
Yeah, they do. A lot of them do that. So.
Not too.
And that's one thing about hybrids and stuff like that. So.
Not too terribly worried about them.
Yeah. Harvest went real good, Chris. It's been smooth. We had trouble there for a while because we did our heater went foobar, so we had to go find ourselves a couple of heaters. We got propane and a couple of, because we had cylinders sitting around. So that works real good right down to where it's kind of a little dampness to it. It's not going to be enough to use the trim bag like we want, so we'll have to put it in an electric heat or something, let it dry out the rest of the way through that. Other than that, no, things have been done pretty good. I was really surprised. The only thing that we had that was really kind of a kink was I added too much chicken manure in the higher end of the bed, so it kind of stressed out really bad. Like the first 4 plants we had, one of our Gnome Candies, after what, 6 months of stressing really bad, it finally hermaphrodited. So we just kind of cut it down altogether. Didn't want it pollinating nothing else.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially right in the middle of the garden.
Yeah, but just water them with just plain water a lot. After they started budding and stuff. Yeah, the rest of them started to come out of it pretty good. So, yeah, the Gnome Candy and the Agent Orange. Yeah, they come out of it pretty good. I was really pleased. And I tell you, that Acapulco Gold, I mean, that plant was as big as it was, 6 foot by 5 foot in diameter, as big as that rack.
Yeah.
And man, the buds are that big around, but they're only about that long. I mean, still hard as a rock. And
Yeah, no, that stuff is fire. It's so good.
you haven't been able to post any pictures, have you?
Not on our Instagram.
All right.
This
I wonder if we can on YouTube or something.
this is our Agent Orange. I can make slideshow videos and stuff.
Evening, Randy.
Randy Bobandy, hey guys, happy Friday. And
Driver recruiter. Oh,
okay.
very good.
And the soil's still kind of, it's not fully dry, so that's good.
Yeah.
I probably need to water these. But these, I believe, were the Platinum Dosi that I put in here. I put in 4.
G13. Oh man, I wish I had some of that G13. We had some from a friend of ours, Gary, a few years ago that was just plain G13. It wasn't crossed with nothing. We had it tested, and it only had it was only like 14.5, maybe just shy of 15% THC. But the euphoria and stuff, the stuff in the THC, man, it was great. Real good, long, high, good legs. Yeah. So I was really disappointed that it didn't find those seeds on it when it finally budded at the end of the year.
G13. You guys
You're
choking
good.
on?
Yeah, 420 Gardens. All right.
This, I believe.
Cheers. Smoke some Agent Orange. Ooh, sugar.
This is the mother of all cherry, I believe, because that's the last thing that I ground up. Nope. Yeah. No. No. Yeah. No. I don't know. No. I
You're stunned.
Maybe it's this weed I'm smoking, man. No, I think it's the mother of all cherry because those are the last.
It's really long last. Yes,
Those are the last seeds that I found. So, mother of all cherry. Final answer. Final answer.
Yeah. Hit no, get off and
hit it harder. Yucca 420 Garden. What is going on, my friend? Smoking on some Agent Orange sugar leaves.
Yeah. You remember that stuff that when I was learning how to grow Gumby and stuff like that, we'd turn the sugar leaves out of it, and an ounce of that, it was just little tiny sugar leaves. But man, an ounce of it was 100% smoking. Even that stuff would, at the time, back in, the middle to late 80s, was to go for 150 an ounce.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you take one little leaf out and it's got 3 leaves or something. You fold it up, put it in a bomb. Yeah. People laugh at it at first until they fall out of the chair. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've seen there's some plants that even their sugar leaves, what was that one that we were plucking off and we were stacking them really nice. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Off of one of the plants in here.
Yeah, in here. Good grief. That was Acapulco Gold.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Acapulco Gold. Yeah, the sugar leaves are just so rolled in sugar. We were cutting them off and just stacking them
up.
We shove some in
we
bag
did.
and we pressed it. It was too green though. We should have.
Yeah, it did. It just sizzled and popped and didn't do much.
But it was a
Lisa
fun,
G, hello.
It was a fun test.
Nice Thanksgiving. Very good.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you too.
Slapping the wish y'all Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving to every single one of you. Be safe if you're traveling to family or whichever.
Yeah.
And eat a lot of food. Get stoned first because that helps.
I was watching an older video of you and mentioned that you guys use to can weed, like to store it.
Store it. Absolutely, yeah. We do.
Doing that, I do like the like heating the jars and the lids and everything, and just kind of.
Well, we were putting them in cans about the size of a Campbell soup can,
Right.
and we could, depending on the density of the buds, we could get anywhere from 2.5 to 3.5 ounces in a can. I mean, squash it in there really hard. Yeah, and then you just hot bath it.
Yep,
Squeeze
hot
the
bath.
Yeah, and take it out and let it seal. Yeah. Brother Deer says he's opened stuff that's 4 years old. He's opened stuff that's 4 years old. He gave cans away last year for Christmas. But he said, yeah, you open them cans and it's just as fresh and clean and nice and green.
We could probably do an
For 4 years though, man.
We could probably do an updated video on something like that. We have,
yeah, we could.
I mean, we got shit to play with, so.
Yeah, the canning and stuff though we'll have to do out the house because that's where we got the canner and.
Right. Recommendation video.
Yeah. We'll see about doing that or something here before too long. You have to ask Brother Deer for some pointers.
Mimosa Evo is a must grow. Now I'm waiting for it to dry up and finally smoke it.
Very good.
Sounds good.
Very good.
Mimosa Evo.
Evolution.
Sounds like some high-tech weed. Originally grown in the underground bunker, you know, that one that you never hear of.
Yeah, it's basically just a hot bath, you know, that to seal the cans and stuff. But pressing the stuff in the cans and then, you know, getting the thing down so you can put the lid on it and then roll it, you know, turn it so that it turns can, crimps the edge around. That's the tricky part. But yeah, we could see about doing that too. Just have yourself a big pot of water on the stove. Yeah.
Sounds good. We can whip something up.
Yeah, I thought 4 years of canned stuff, and then it comes out smelling and looking green, and that's pretty dang good. Shelf time, actually.
Super fresh. Yeah, that's really good shelf life.
Yeah. So.
But like, would it really take you that long to smoke weed?
Well, the funny thing
is,
you
could cycle out with new stuff. You know,
you take one of these cans, you know, and you go out and you got friends at the table. You open the can, you know, and then pop it out, and this thing comes out, and it's about this big around, about that long, but yeah, it's like 3 ounces. You know, so yeah.
Damn. It's like that one video, one of our older videos of us opening one of the seal and meal bags of weed.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah.
was like
After
4 ounces.
Yeah.
4 ounces
After
in
we
there, and like
had it sealed or something.
somebody said it looked like a couple pounds. Like no, that's not a couple pounds.
No, that one we did for the video.
We did it in the
Yeah.
black bin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a quarter pound. And the seal meals, I wish that you could adjust the poundage or something for, you know, so it didn't suck them together so hard, you know, so you could. That's why I think that little hand pump that I had here the other day would work really well for bags too.
Yeah.
But you can put them little tags on on the top of a lid,
right?
You know, of a jar. And it would do that too, because it's this airtight seal when you pump it up. Yeah. Do your jars and seal them, and yeah, it worked really good.
Yeah.
I just don't like squeezing them so tight. You know, I mean, if you got to mail it somewhere, or not mail it, I mean, you got to take it somewhere, you know, and save space. Yeah, squash it down there pretty small.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the old Mexican dirt weed shoved through a big old pipe to stick around with a ram, you know, and they do these 20-foot pipes and fill that thing clear full. And when you get something, you say 4 pounds, you go blah, 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 runs out and cuts it off here, and you get this thing about this big around. and it's long. It's 4 pounds.
It's a 4-pound cylinder.
Yeah, you take it and you put it on the table, and you boil some water over the stove and kind of hold over that, and then it starts to swell up. And sit on the table and let it swell pretty quick. You get a whole pile that's like this big around.
I guess, well, yeah, if it was like so compact that you couldn't.
Glenn says he can control the pressure, really. One we got can't. I mean, it works really well, but yeah, it goes until it's done. So
Control the pressure. Oh, they got
that'd be awesome.
They must have got some new.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I mean, we're making, computers that fit in our pockets. So
Yeah. That's awesome, Glenn.
hell yeah. That's badass.
Yeah, I still got little water these.
Yeah, keep your babies watered, your seeds and stuff.
Right, yeah, you need to water those.
Yeah, and here, like I said, in the next few days, we get that Asian orange out of the grow room, and I'll see about getting stuff started there. I just got to get some hose like this for my fish pump. Got the container and all that, and I found a cord where I can plug it in that's got a switch that I can put on the next to the ball valve on the hose, so I can just turn off wherever I want up and down the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked really good. Just a little old fish pump down the bottom of that garbage can. But a 30-gallon garbage can is going to be my water container. That'll be good though.
Yeah, that would be nice, not having to
Yeah.
bring water in it as much.
No, just fill it up and leave it for a couple days. And you don't want to leave it too long though, because it kind of gets to getting murky or something. Down inside the containers.
Yeah, that's why.
Generally only enough
just
for 1
ran
or
out.
2 days of watering, and so that you dry
That's
the
why
pump out and stuff.
in here I mix 12 gallons of water at a time, and it probably lasts me 2 days.
Glenn says that thing is a Four Uncles brand. He says you can get up from Amazon. Cool.
Nice. Oh yeah.
What temp are we keeping the room at, Randy? We're keeping this one here, what, 75?
Right now it's 77.
77. So, yeah. 72 to, I don't know, maybe 80 if it gets that, warm in here. That's good,
Yeah.
comfortable. You don't want it too hot.
Got the heater and everything, and I got the my exterior fan has a thermostat on it, and I think it's like right at 77.
Yeah.
I think,
So it kicks on then.
or 77 or somewhere
Cool.
around there. It should kick on, but
All right, yeah.
I got unplugged right now.
Yeah, so we can hear.
Yeah, we got to be able to hear you guys.
Yeah.
What's the oldest beans you have on
Okay, I have to
hand?
go back.
Like our
yeah.
oldest
That's
strain?
sodium for the winter because it was too cold under the LEDs. Yeah, that's one thing about them. The good old fashioned high pressure sodium lights. Yeah, no, they do work. They really do. I don't like them hanging like this with a flat bottom. I mean, that's only using half the light, because it reflects it down, but still that's only actually using half the light. I was a firm believer, and me and the professor both, about having that bulb down like this, with the China shield on the top, the big flat shield, that 4-foot thing, because that let all the light out, and then it reflected on the walls and bounced back in, instead of having to go up and bounce and come out of the box through the
You
glass.
were able to raise that shield from the light.
Well, when we raised it up, yeah, the whole light and the shield and everything, I just pull it up on pulleys and pull it up when I was there in the garden, and yeah, and then I let it down to where the top of the plants were real close to the shield, but I had like 2 fans, sitting on the deck blowing too. So, and I made sure that plants were far enough away from the bulb that they didn't burn. So,
Okay.
and that really made a good thing for growing. So.
Yucca 420. You've been working on the Gnome Candy for 9,
yeah, maybe 10 years.
maybe 10 years.
Yeah.
Did you have that before Agent Orange? Or Yucca Garden asks, what is our oldest strain?
Gnome Candy is our oldest one. We got the Agent Orange from Thomas a few years ago, like 6 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure. That's where we got the Agent Orange. We really liked that because it was like a long stem rose. I mean, it was a bush, but it was a long stem. And
Because I do,
real
I
sticky.
think we've been doing this like a little over 4 years, I think. And I believe when we started doing the videos and such, it was when the garden was separated. It was the old direction.
Oh yeah, with that crooked bed,
And
yeah.
with the huge bed. It had
That was
humongous bed.
That was an awesome bed, really.
That grew some monsters, and one of those was the Agent Orange. I believe.
Well, 3 of them
The
were
one on
Agent
the-
Orange.
The one on the very end.
Well, there was 4 in there, and 3 of them were Agent Orange, and then there was what was it? What was that? Dang. Bum. I can't remember what it was. It was on the end. It was an odd one that we were just trying.
There was a cotton candy in there.
Yeah, that's what it was. The cotton candy on the end that we were trying out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got
Pretty sure it was
pictures of that
cotton
somewhere. I do on my, well, that's on my other phone. Where the buds are just growing out through the top of the cage, and we ended up putting more cattle panels over the top of the cage to extend the top up another 1.5 feet. So,
What's up, Pockets? Pockets is watching. He is
he is.
in the house.
So is Rhonda. Very good.
Cheers.
Pockets and Rhonda. Awesome.
Did add a heater. It's just trapped in there and high pressure sodium heat. It rains down on the plants really well. I like HPS.
Yeah, just get a fan in there and get the air moving. Yep.
You got heat. You gotta move it around.
Yeah. I know the containers that the boxes that they've got the lights in now. They've got a vent hole here and here, so you can just, if you can get that expandable conduit, ducting or whatever it is,
Right.
you can just hook that right up and run the heat from that right out if you need to. But if you need it for the heat in the room, yeah, just undo one end.
Right.
So, yeah.
Dang, I was hoping you had some stuff from the 90s or earlier, like the old school strains. Like I know Acapulco Gold was one.
It was one, yeah. We got that.
That was the main reason why we wanted that strain, was because that was one of the strains from back in the day.
Yeah.
But
And to find out if it was still as hot, it's still like the high.
But we've only had the Acapulco Gold for like, I'm gonna say a little over 2 years.
Did we have it last year?
Yep.
We did.
Yeah, because I grew some in here.
Oh, it was in the winter we got it, yeah.
But yeah,
And this was
almost 2 years.
the
I
ones in
think.
my garden were the first time we've done them outdoors.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got a fan right on the bulb, and it's working great. Hell yeah.
Yeah. You used to be able to find those little 6-inch desk fans, that oscillated, but I don't know if they oscillate anymore. Now they're mostly clip-ons, but yeah, I just have them right down on the deck, just blowing up a little bit so that they made all the plants wiggle and move.
And I like, you can buy those online, but like I went physically and looked. First place I went was Staples. I was like,
Wayne Dunstan, good evening.
I was like, clip-on 6-inch fan, office item. Let's go to Staples. They didn't have nothing.
Yeah, I've been getting one I got at
Nothing.
Walmart.
I went to Walmart. There was nothing. And just everywhere I looked, I didn't think I even went to Big Lots. I went to Big Lots,
Huh.
They didn't have nothing.
Well, that was a good thing I
And-
bought a couple extra when I
and
got
then
them, then, didn't I?
The one you gave me seemed like it was getting a little old, but it finally took a shit.
They do sometimes. And, you can extend the life of them by putting, cutting a little coffee filter and putting it over the back part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually works pretty well.
Keeping all that gunk.
That little box I built out of the furnace filter
Yeah.
for the heater fans under the deck. Oh man, it works great.
coffee filters would actually work really well on these because they're
Yeah,
the
they would.
exact shape.
Anything to stop
Probably not a bad
the dust
idea.
there. So yeah.
Yeah.
Dwayne Dunstan,
Yes.
happy Friday,
Spark a
my friend.
massive joint at the potluck green this year myself. Awesome.
Spark massive.
Farmer trying his own wares.
I'm gonna roll one right here with you. I'll light it up too.
Very good. We're glad we could help. Imagine what you'll know next year.
Remember, guys, we can also do recommendation videos. Yeah, if you're looking to figure out how to do something, we're more than happy to help make a video on how to do that. Some of the recommendation videos we've had over the last couple of years are pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what's that one?
This is the Mysterion, the bag of Mysterion I found covered up with it. Yeah. Yeah, we could probably see about cleaning that up a little bit. It wouldn't take long, I don't think. So. You said you got the trim daddy here? Yeah.
Right here.
Very good. Let's see about trying to trim daddy out, and maybe we can get enough done that we can throw some in the trim bag there and see how, show people how that works. I'm sure the company would appreciate it. They were nice enough to send it to us a long time ago. Be patient.
Got some, got the instructions manual. They come with extra sets of shears.
Yeah, big ones and little ones. And
Yep, super big.
do they come with a glove too?
They come with a glove, and it's supposed to be a cut resistant glove.
But I think it kind of, makes the blades kind of go, twist on it a little bit, so it doesn't cut you too bad unless you really got a good angle on it.
Yeah. So they come with 3 sets of shears, all 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large. And you get a nice speed control here. I remember the first one we had like a little issue. It would only go, it would turn on, but it wouldn't go very fast.
Yeah, I tell you, that was a good learner.
Honestly, it was.
I still got it's on the deck over at the house.
Like learning with that one was probably the best.
Yeah, I mean, going so slow, it really did help learning how to use it and stuff. So
Not knowing how to use one, yeah.
Yeah, just having the baseball idea. But yeah, no, it worked out really good.
Go to zip your finger off first try. Do you guys ever make oil with your trim? Yes. Sometimes we press, and I've been blasting a lot using using the butane. Yeah, using the big old cans of butane makes amazing oil.
He makes it. I try it. Blows my head off. Coffee 20 minutes. But I'm definitely stoned.
Right?
Yeah.
Yucca, working on your do-it-yourself stealth grow with 65-watt cheap LED light under my PC for a small pheno hunt or for a new breeding cross. Nice.
Where's that at?
New breeding cross is kind of interesting. I like the sounds of that.
65-watt cheap LED light under my.
I do believe Mars Hydro is an amazing light company. Like
They've got
I
quite
honestly,
a variety of lights that work well.
I haven't had any qualms with or issues with any of the products that we've gotten from them.
Yucca 420, are you gonna bud those plants that are underneath your light there? Because I tell you, your plant will need at least 100 watts to really bud. I mean, it'll bud, but it'll just put out little tiny things, kind of airy little things.
Okay, so for like $20, you can find them on sale. You can go to Harbor Freight. You can get these shop lights that are like 10,000 lumens.
Yeah,
And
like 5,000
one of
lumens.
those would do just fine if you're just going for, like
Just the the grow part and stuff.
if you're going for like a cheap grow, one of those lights.
They're electric efficient too, because they only put out like 5,000 lumens, but they only take in or use maybe 80 watts. So yeah.
Come on, focus. There it goes.
Okay. Yeah, got a big tube about this big around, hole in one end. You squeeze it down here and hold it. It squirts out the other end.
So yeah, I'm old school. I could buy one of the machines that are
A lot of money for that.
specifically made for that. But you know what? Make your own. They got the ABS pipe, probably about 14 to 16 inches long,
and
and
2.5 or
it's a
something.
2-inch pipe. You glue a cap on one end, and you put a hole. Well, you have caps on both ends, and you have a hole just big enough for the tip of the butane.
Oh yeah, that's right. Huh?
And the hole on the bottom you put not in the middle, but you put down near the end, so everything can run out. And
Yeah, when that stuff's going, it
just start blasting it. And
looks really weird though.
I usually push about 3. I get the big tall cans. And I usually push about 3 of those, depending, through there, and usually get quite a bit. But I like the butane because the butane, it's actually cleaner than the alcohol.
Yeah.
Like when I first started,
flavors or something.
I started using the Everclear. I bought Everclear, and there was too much sugar in the Everclear.
Yeah.
It was really grainy. You couldn't strain it out. So I said,
Screw that. Really dark.
Screw that. I'm gonna try 99% isopropyl alcohol. That was a lot better and a lot cleaner than the Everclear.
Yeah.
But still,
it was really black or dark.
It was super black, like just
black. Took all the chlorophyll and everything out of the blood and all that stuff.
And then now I'm onto the butane, and that's why I remember way back when I was in high school we were using butane. I remember why, just because it's so much cleaner. You can actually keep nice golden colors.
Yeah.
To your oils and stuff, and it's just so much better.
Yeah, Gnome Candy comes out really pretty honey color, doesn't it?
Yes. So does the Acapulco Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna do the grow from start to finish. Okay.
Okay. It's one thing about a plant; it needs about 100 lumens per plant to really bud and bud well.
Yeah.
And anything over that is cake.
So I was getting the 99% isopropyl alcohol in gallons. The price of these actually went up. I think they're just about $30 now a gallon. They were, when I started buying them, they were $20 a gallon.
And fish emulsion's like $19 a gallon
now.
Yeah, 19 to 22.
That's what
for fish emulsion? Yeah, gallon stuff, man.
Buy that shit and store it. Buy it while it's cheap.
You're gonna have to do something about that for next year. Yeah.
Okay. It's that price right now.
Yeah, well, it's why I went back with all the bottles I had and put water in them and shook them up really good, and that's what I fed them for the last feeding, was just what I got out of the neck and what was on the sides of the empty bottles all summer.
Maybe we'll go get some.
It worked.
This is just to give people an idea of what you can do in a little area if you're on a budget or in a place where you can grow, but your landlord won't allow it. Know a lot of people.
Putting another light in with that 65-watt light won't hurt it. You know, you can put them both right together, real close together, and they'll do just fine in a small area. Yeah. Believe me, if you're gonna butt it and stuff like that, yeah, add another 100 watts. Just try to improve your air circulation and your intake and your exhaust better. If you can do it from room to room, cool. If you do it from outdoors, it's gonna, temperature coming in is gonna be considerably cooler.
In a state where you can't grow or smoke, but you still need your meds, but you still have to keep playing around the war zone when it's dry. Let me guess, Idaho? Is it Idaho? Because Idaho is a strict,
Yeah.
like Idaho.
Yeah, it's a dry state, so to speak, except for alcohol.
Y'all ever had weed potatoes?
What?
Weed potatoes?
Sweet potatoes?
Don't think I have.
Huh.
I want to get 100 watt to add only issue is it's a tiny area.
Tiny area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think 100 watt would hurt.
I don't think so
at all,
either.
so
Go for it.
just put it right in there next to your other light.
Everything is sitting offshore. Dwayne doesn't think the color of the oil is always very telling with the ISO. You know what? Like with the isopropyl, like no matter how many times I strained it, I made this nice stand. You can go to the dollar store and you can get those strainers for $1. I think I had like 6 or 7 of them, and I built this stand out of rods and those strainers. And I put 7 of those strainers in there, one right above the other, just in a row. And
for the alcohol.
For the alcohol, and I could put coffee filters in every single one, and I could just pour the alcohol in the top, and it would strain 7 times, and I wouldn't have to touch it.
Hey, tomatoes do well indoors. They awesomely do.
Yeah, they do. But I made that stand for that, but still, no matter how many times I strained it, it was still black.
Yeah. See, I've gone down to the dollar store or something like that and got, a bunch of I like clematis flowers, about this big around, 6 inches across or so, and they're nice and purple, and those things work really well for, not camouflage, just addition to your tomato plants. Works really good.
Just an addition.
Actually, I think I like clematis because Mom liked that, so, but she liked the big flowers, so. Yeah, I had people walk by. I mean, from me to you, past a plant, and they had those flowers every so often, and they thought it was great. A pretty plant, they said. They didn't even realize it.
That's great. So obviously, you only grow tomatoes. Wink, wink. We know, bud. Let us know when one's ripe.
Yeah, very good. Don't forget your fish emulsion when you're indoors, even. Yep. Tomato plants love that stuff. Yes, they do.
Jinx.
Dwayne doesn't get the conception there.
You know what?
Yeah, gonna go get it.
Thanks for that. The color of the oil is always very telling. So I find quick rise gives me the golden. A quick rise gives me the golden color. I like to try the butane, but I don't quite get the contraptions. Gotcha.
It's pretty simple. He can show it to you pretty easy.
I have butane, so I will see about making a video on that and how to cook it down and everything, and stay safe while you're doing it. You don't want to blow your face off.
Yeah, no kidding. You can if you've got a leak somewhere or something. So. Yeah.
I actually, at first, I blasted, I think, like a whole bunch of times, like 4 or 5 times, and then always clean whatever you're using before blasting. That way your equipment is clean and everything. But the hole on the very bottom at one point had gotten clogged, and
understandable.
and the pressure built up in there, and it blew, and the cap that is loose is on the backside.
Yeah, I'll blew that
so
off.
you can load it and everything, because you don't want, if I'm sitting there blasting and it blows. I don't want it to blow into the dish.
Yeah, no kidding. That's liquor. That's
everything.
splash really
And
bad.
so I was holding it and I was doing it and everything, and the back of this thing blows off, and weed just goes everywhere. Like it literally completely emptied the tube. There was just weed everywhere, all over the table. I guess it didn't really matter whether it was the top or the bottom, but yeah, it
It can make a big pop.
it blasted. So I drilled the hole just a tad bit bigger, just so that it wouldn't clog up, and cleaned everything and loaded it again and redid it, and no issues after that.
Yeah, just take practice.
And if you have mistakes, Lord help you if you don't. Learn well from your mistakes. Don't make video blasting for YouTube. They will ban it. All kinds of bad things. Good to know. I'll have to do some research. Better trimmer, father or son? I don't know. It's been a couple years since we did we did a little race.
Well, that was rolling.
No, we did that one too. We did a rolling competition.
He does good. I do. I'm a perfectionist. I tell you, it really comes from learning to do that with the Gumby and stuff that we were growing at the time. I was learning from the professor, man.
Yeah, I'll do some research, and if they allow it, then we'll go ahead and make it. And if not, sorry.
What's that?
Have another video. If YouTube will allow doing a blasting video. Agent Orange and Gnome Candy is looking fantastic. Yes.
Very good. Yeah, I was real pleased with the Gnome Candy. Other than just it's just a later bloomer or finisher, so I'd like to be able to maybe cross one with Jack Frost again, see if we can get it to be more of an early girl like the Jack Frost itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that doing it with the outdoor, the Gorilla Grow that we had, originally got the Jack Frost from was out in the woods. So, but that's been a while ago. So we could do it anyway. So
Some nice little colas.
yeah, they are. Yeah, one thing about it being, we find these little worm larvae in the buds every so often, a little pink or kind of a brownish color. They just come in, but we're going to cap off the end of that greenhouse this year, this next season or something.
Gonna cap it off.
Yeah, going to see what we can do about just the one end, and the high end down there. We don't have to worry about it too much because it's just basically up from the bottom up to the top. So on the lower end, we got to come up the side, but we got to come back on the roof back about 6 feet, maybe 7 feet.
It's just about as big as their logo.
Yeah.
Watch your cola, man. That's where you're swinging that thing.
When I found that thing today, I was like, oh crap. I thought I'd done with it. Oh well.
How do you resist the urge to eat it dry? I always wanted to just like pour some ranch on it and just go to town.
Yeah.
Just go to town.
Doing it dry is kind of rough. I mean, because it's so the THC is real grainy by then.
Like
it's hard crystals, you know.
These are solid nugs. Like,
Yeah.
it would take a bit to chew to literally chew this up.
Yeah, but I quite often and stuff, you know, before we harvest the plants, I'll go and I'll pick a, you know, from down low or something like that, you know, piece of the bud off, you know, and nice size, and put it in my mouth, and you know, like a piece of chew for a while, and taste it, see how it is. And not very often you can have it in your mouth for more than about an hour because it gets such a real peppery flavor. So it makes you kind of burn when you hold it in one spot. So. Wonder where the LVGC is tonight. I was hoping they'd show up. They might be working though. I just, little brother dear, he built me an inside for this humidor that was my grandpa's. From what I understand from my uncles and my dad, he had this box, this humidor. My grandpa Paul had this humidor as far back as they can remember, and I think they were born in like 33 or something. Grandpa Bob was, but it's an old one and stuff. I still got to get a little humid thing to put on the inside the lid. But yeah, Lane, he made a real nice box for indoors and everything he had. So it's kind of nice. I mean, being able to use the. You see that? Yeah. The only thing I need to find is a key because it takes a skeleton key type key. And yeah, see, Brother Deer made a nice lid for it on the inside because this is a metal thing inside this wooden part. So, and so this can come out. So we'll leave it in there for the time being.
That's a case.
And yeah, and this is Grandpa Sylvester Paul. Yeah, see down in there. Yeah, and the wood doesn't have. It's not Spanish cedar, but it doesn't have any smell, so it's not going to contaminate the smell of the pot that I put in. So I'll be able to use that as soon as I get a little humidor thing to put up here on the top.
Nice.
Keep the moisture going. Yeah,
That is a sweet box.
Little Brother Deer did a good job. I just tickled pink.
6 Mile, what is going on, my friend? How important is CO2 for a 4x4 tent in the basement? You know, honestly,
CO2 is, if you can get CO2, do it. Even in a small space, you can get probably maybe a 20 or 30 gallon cylinder to have. That should be enough to do it for a whole system.
For a 4x4 tent,
Yeah. But if you're doing it like from room to room in the basement, yeah, no, the CO2 will stay in, you know, unless you got exhaust, it kicks it right outdoors. It'll stay in the room because when the heaters or when the fans come on to clear out the room, to cool the heat down, when they shut off, the CO2 kicks on, and then it'll be on until the heater comes or the vents come on again. So, yeah.
And I found out one notch on one of the timers is right at 15 minutes.
On the timers that we got,
on
yeah.
the timers. I wanted to know, so I did it and I set it and like I timed it and everything. And yeah, it was right at 15 minutes. I'm like, come on and switch.
felt like forever.
Yeah, no, CO2 is a real good addition because pot and marijuana is the reason they can see it on infrared cameras and stuff is because the photosynthesis of the plant is 3 times that of an average plant. So that's why it turns up red on the flower. Very pretty. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. That's why it turns red on the the heat scans and stuff like that, infrared scans. So that being said, you can with the CO2 you can add more CO2 to the room for them and they'll love it.
Can you show how clean you like to trim your buds? Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, we do.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Some Motherwell Cheerios.
Scratch and sniff. Oh.
Alright, so this is about how clean, I don't know, for personal use.
Well, we like to leave a little bit of green on there, not, for most, I don't know, for dispensaries and things like that, they take it down a little bit more than that even. But we like to leave a little bit of green stuff to be smoking too, because it's really got a lot of THC on it. So be clipping all that THC off doesn't make too much sense to me. All right, check it out.
Damn.
This is the cola, and this is that big branch that was down low.
Come on.
This is the one that was up high, yeah.
Focus.
And the top of the Mysterion this year was right at 8 foot, but it was a good, clean, symmetrical plant. Yeah, strong. We didn't really need a support this year, but we had it up there anyway.
Oh, come on, focus. There we go. Yeah, I like Yucca 420's idea. Blend it up with some ice cream and add some fruit. Call it a day. Hell yeah. Lock and key, Brad Cooper. Lock and key, just like the movie. Hey,
Yeah.
Watch that huge spear. Well, shoot your eye out, kid. It's almost. What is
shortening it up. I know. That's what she said.
6 Mile. I just transplanted my Purple Punch into 5-gallon, the Gnome Candy, and Agent Orange into 3-gallon. Nice.
Very good.
Excellent. Favorite pizza? Let's see. Purple Bam. Favorite pizza? I do love the chicken bacon ranch.
Yeah.
Chicken bacon ranch. Probably a favorite.
I like good old fashioned. I really like just cheese pizza. 2 or 3 kinds on there at the same time, no trouble. If I have anything on it, it's a little bit of pineapple. I know. Pineapple, yeah.
Pineapple. Nice buds. Duncan says, Dwayne says, nice buds. Very nice. Yeah, those were a couple nice spears.
Yeah. You should start that thing up. See how it turns. Yeah, I'm really proud of Pockets. He's done phenomenal this year. I think he's kind of surprised himself too, because I think he's remembered more than he thinks. I'm just proud of the punches, George. Done real well.
And you can actually hold this thing, whichever way is most comfortable for you, so you can get all different angles.
Yeah. I moved it around quite a bit, but mostly I think I held it kind of like this with a post up through my thumb. So.
So let's see. First thing, I'm going to go through and I'm going to snip off all of the main water leaves first.
Yeah, the main water leaves are anything that's really kind of sticking out. That's probably what I'm doing.
Just trying to get
not perfect, just
trying to snip like the bottom of the stems of the main water leaves with that thing. It's kind of a challenge
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
And you would definitely nip the buds if
You remember last year we had a bag of oopsies, didn't we?
a bag of oopsies.
I told people, the people helping, if they did it, this is what happened.
You lose a finger.
Had one person didn't get that. I mean, they thought I was actually serious, but they what? How's your being missing a finger gonna affect the way I do an oopsie? That was funny. We are a scary species. Don't care what anybody says.
Human.
Yeah, we'll get most of this stuff off so the stems don't stick out after we get the
Almost looked like
go through the trim bag. I mean,
almost looked like a seed pod.
yeah. Oh, that's terrible.
It was empty.
We need some of these, don't we?
So what was this?
This is Mysterion.
Mysterion, that's right.
Thank you, Sir Thomas. And our friend, where it came from, where he got it from. Here. I got a bag over here I'm trimming into.
The web. That looked like a web.
It might have been.
A small web.
Could have been just a floaty thing, and that floating in the air.
At first it looked like mold, but
Yeah.
It's just a small little web.
Let's see. Let's see. Still can't figure out how to get my
My trellis net stable is so limp. You need
bungee cord.
see if you're in a tent. If you're in a tent,
Yeah, if you're in a tent, you're gonna have to. It's got
it should have support bars
up the
in
corners
in
and
your,
stuff.
in your tent, but use those support bars where
Where you can.
you're tying off your trellis so that you can tie it tighter and not like pull the bars of the tent inward.
In too far, yeah.
Or you can make one out of some scrap lumber or something.
You could get
make one that you can set in there, and then you put your plants
framework or
inside
something.
of that.
That'd be a good idea, yeah. Big enough to go corner to corner inside your tent.
Yeah.
That way you can just tie it to whatever corners, and have your net, support net, rigid on a window frame like thing. Yeah, that'd work good.
Okay.
My fingers are getting real sticky just doing this.
That's the majority of it. All right. Let's see. Modern genetics is in the hole. Fire in the hole.
Good evening.
Cheers, my friend. Let's see.
Yeah, I think that'd be actually about the best, strongest way for you to stretch your net for your indoor tent. Or inside your tent would be make a framework that fits, like I said, fit inside the post of your tent. Then you can just anchor the corners on there. Duct tape or something so they're not gonna flip. But yeah, that way your netting would be good and snug. Take that mother down good. I think they're doing this with that. Well, I would think about doing it. Man, I think it's going to be cold out there tonight.
Yeah, it's
nearly a full moon and it clears the bell.
It's been getting chilly, so yeah, I started a fire earlier.
I was surprised about last night because about 10 o'clock it was down to 30 degrees and that's when I was going to freeze. And then about 4:30 I had to get up and take a breathe and scorch my aerosol and it's just raining. So it come up in the temperature some. So, yeah, it's clear. There's supposed to be a comet comes through the solar system here next month too.
Really?
Yeah. So and it's supposed to be fairly visible if you got some good binoculars or something. Yeah. I was reading about that today.
Oh,
Very nice.
got a couple little tiny spots to clean up there.
Now we got to try out the trim bag though. That'd be a good thing to try that on, right?
Nice, just to get a good visual here. From my waist, thing goes all the way to my throat. Nice spear. Nice. Pull it back. Tension squares with zip ties to the frame. And you know what? One of the main go-tos in the garden, like let's see, like somebody said, I seen it a second ago. Yeah, well, we'll never be a cog in the system. Zip ties are my go-to.
They work good. They do.
Yes.
No, that was they're fairly strong.
Right.
Yeah.
Father, you know anyone in Klamath looking for good, clean, organic meds?
No, I don't.
This will never be a cog in the system.
I'll have to ask around, but I haven't. Most of the couple of people that I know over there have moved. So
Remember, don't trim over your case. Not if you want to keep it clean. Don't do what I just did.
I'm a good example.
Anyway, that worked really good.
Never be a cog in the system.
You know, like we said, a little bit of practice with the Trim Daddy, and it actually
I'll let you know if I can find something though.
is really fast. And will never be a cog in the system. You need to shoot us an email because we actually have no way of contacting you.
Yeah.
I don't believe. So shoot us an email at fatherandsonstrimtutorials@gmail.com. And that way we can get connected. Get you connected with the Father. Modern genetics, hanging out with father and son. Don't cut your finger off. Well, you hope you don't. That's what the practice is for.
And the glove. Yeah.
And the glove, let's see. Just a quick test. Let's see.
Would you be into selling to a dispensary or something over there too? Would that be out of the question?
Let's see. So it basically just made a mark right there. It didn't even.
No, it didn't cut it.
Just barely started to fray it.
I think it works.
Just barely.
Yeah. Here. I like these. I really do.
Yeah, the father wears these rubber fingertips and then the glove over those.
No, I don't. I just use those. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
Only use I'll use 3 or 4 fingers to hold it. And anyway, so
they get sliced.
Huh?
Slice it.
You can try it. I don't think it did. I pinched my finger a time or two.
You pinch the finger. So there's rubber tips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just will finish just count money and spend pages with and stuff.
No.
God, I don't even remember where I got those. Wasn't the dollar store. Maybe it was Staples or something.
Not even a cut. That's pretty cool.
But the rubber, it really holds the stems and stuff well too. So.
That was fast.
I have a friend in Pennsylvania who is a vet. That's why I'm doing the stealth grow to give him an idea of what he can do in a little space. I also don't want to.
He's a veterinarian.
Yeah.
Cool.
So don't want to see my friend go to jail over little plants, right?
Yeah. Well, tell him what you did for your dog, for Rocco.
This is not a good chat, and the guy.
Oh well. Can't please everyone. Not interested.
Yeah. Anyway.
We don't mind. You just change the channel.
Done.
Live.
There we go.
Oh, we're getting wow already.
Anyway, guys, I put
Trail
together a video of all of the strains of seeds that we have for our next video.
With friends.
Shush, slave! I
Hey,
said trim.
that was like the Roy Rogers show. I always thought Dale Evans had a nice ass. Yeah.
Anyway, guys,
That'd be a good T-shirt to have, wouldn't it?
we're
Dale
gonna
Evans
get
had
out
a
of here
nice
for
ass.
the evening. Thanks for hanging out.
Night,
Thanks
everyone.
for chatting, and
We'll
make
see-
sure.
We'll see what we can do about a couple extra videos. Got a couple ideas. Yeah. Good night.